Hi, welcome to Free Spirit. So this is going to be the crystal reading for January. And these decks, crystal decks, were calling at me. I'm going to be using probably about 4 decks in this reading. It's really a time to get clear, and you're going to find that you're just going to want to remain as clear as possible for all that you're going to want to manifest in this new year. And it could be a lot of tapping into inner strength to continuously be clear and visualize and have clear intentions and feel like you're starting off on a brand new slate where amazing things can be built. And so the crystals want to aid us in that. And so I want to pull from these crystal decks and see what kind of support, what would help us as we are in January for all we want to manifest, and we want to remain as clear as possible. What should we embrace? What should we embrace in January to remain as clear as possible with help from the crystals? What can we embrace in January? What would like to come through in this crystal reading for January? Why were these decks pulling at me for January? Crystal reading. Ooh, we are getting... Ooh, look at this card. This is beautiful. This is how we should be feeling, and it says calmness. Just as I'm doing this reading, it's calming down your emotions, calming down what's going on around you. We live in a crazy, chaotic world, and we have to remain centered and at peace and claim that for ourselves, and it's really important. It's really coming through whatever you do to calm yourself down. Just as I'm doing this reading, if you pull out your own cards and do your readings, meditate, exercise, anything that gives you a sense of calm and connectiveness back to you and the divine is what's being called on at this time, especially with everything that's going on around us, which doesn't surprise me because I'm feeling like you've got to be the calm in the storm wherever you go kind of thing and maintain a level of peace no matter what. And that was coming through even at the end of December going into January. Direct Spirit message was about maintaining a deep foundation of peace no matter what. And hold on to that and claim that for yourself even throughout the day. If it's mini breaks that you have to do, everything can wait for, a half an hour, an hour. It's amazing that sometimes we just don't give ourselves the time, and they're saying to do that. And I almost feel like that's the message. So I don't even think there's another message in here. Really to maintain a sense of calmness. Yeah, okay, so moving right along, it's really maintaining a calmness. So let's go on to the next one. I'm going to pull from the crystal reading cards and see what messages want to come through. Let me shuffle this way. Oopsie. As we maintain calmness no matter what. And that's just underscoring spirit that came through of just maintaining your center, maintaining your connection, maintaining being calm, having breaks for yourself. And it's interesting, in the last readings we got about sanctuary was coming through. That was so important. And creating our own sanctuary, our own little piece of sanctuary from the world. And we could be really finding real deep peace going into January. And almost knowing that that's what we need to do. It actually makes us more efficient with what we need to do. We're also coming through, I feel like we're coming through very level-headed and very connected with the divine. And I think we're speaking our truth because this is blue, and I'm just picking that up as well. And just being true to yourself and almost like a centeredness in it, and a real calmness in it. Okay, so let's see what other crystal messages we have here. To maintain peace and calmness no matter what, as the sirens go by outside, and I'm just holding on to my calmness. So let's see, as we come from a place of being centered in the calm, no matter what's going on around. Wow, beautiful. We're getting success. We're getting success. Yes, it's coming from a sense of calmness, of truth, of centeredness, of being in your own skin. I also posted a spirit message just this morning about you just have to be and do you. We're coming back to that. Just being and doing you. That's all that's really being asked of you. And it's your truth and your divinity. And there's a calmness in it, a centeredness in it. And we have success and we have new beginnings. And this is where it's all coming from. Beautiful for January. Success and new beginnings. And just like they were making me feel, it's a brand new slate. So remain clear. This is what you want to go forward with, the calmness, clarity for these new beginnings and success coming in. Beautiful. So there are things coming in January, and you just want to be calm, centered, speaking your truth, standing in your truth, coming from the center of your truth. You can't make this up. What did I say about the blue? And that was very odd of me to say, but it's communication. You're being very clear in your communication, and it's going to help you with success and new beginnings. So back here when I was saying, it's weird that I picked up that the crystal was blue and not just calmness of what it says on the card, but it has something to do with communication and clarity in your communication. And it's coming from your center, your truth. There's much success with your new beginnings, and there could be things coming in that you'll be very successful with. And it's the primary skill here is speaking your truth, being clear in your truth and in your speaking, in communicating. What are your needs? What do you want? What do you desire? What are you going for? What is your success? What are your new beginnings? And being very clear with that and using your communication skills to help you with the success in these new beginnings. So let's go to Crystal Connections. This is gorgeous. This is so much clearer. This is a clear reading. And my intention was to be cleared, was to have clarity and have clear messages from the crystals here. So lots of success with new beginnings and clear communication. You're coming from a sense of being calm and centered and in your truth. And just like the spirit message has said, we're going forward as a healed magician. And when you're going forward with a healed magician, it soon is reflected back to you. You're the healed magician in the mirror. You're going forth with calmness, centeredness, clear communication. You're going for your success and these new beginnings. Let's see what other crystal messages we can get coming from a sense of calmness. It's beautiful. So what are the crystal connections? Ooh, wow, that came out so quickly. Oh my gosh, I knew these had messages. I feel like I'm supposed to read that one first and then continue. Hold on a second. We have hematite. Wow, what did I say about being almost like grounded in your truth? I feel like the energy of this is so grounded. And wow, hematite. Let's see what it says. Oops, let's see if it will zoom in. Yeah, settle yourself and step out of any chaotic situation. Well, look, the center of this reading is being calm. It literally is being calmness. And that is at the center of the reading, that you maintain your calmness. And here it's saying, literally, settle yourself and step out of any chaotic situation. Avoid getting pulled into old, unhelpful patterns. That was what I was picking up from Spirit. It's remaining clear and calm, and it's tapping into your inner strength to continuously throughout the day maintain being clear and calm, and settle into yourself and step out of any chaotic situations. Avoid getting pulled into any old unhelpful patterns. Choose options that are logical, feel right, and benefit everyone. Look for a better way. Take time each day to ground yourself. You can't make this up. Slow down. Avoid rushing or cramming too much into your day to prevent unnecessary mistakes or accidents. Rest on the earth and realign your energy. I am grounded and only make wise choices. And that's where we're coming from. We're being very centered, very grounded, very calm, knowing our truth. We're speaking more clearly. And there's much success and new beginnings coming in. And maintain your calmness and your groundedness for these new beginnings and success. That's where you're coming from, this place of clarity, your truth, a centeredness, a groundedness. So though you're very spiritual, you're grounded at the same time, and that's where the beautiful things can be built. That's what they kept saying. And with that we have tourmaline. Beautiful. Tourmaline, and this says, this is a time of yes. This is a time of transformation. Any current tragedy is for the best. A door closing will mean another is soon to open. Remember, we have new beginnings here. We have new beginnings coming in. So things are transforming in January with this new energy. A door closing will mean another is soon to open. You are being guarded and guided. We're being protected. It's been coming through over and over in every deck that I use of recent. You're being guarded and guided. Your life's work is important. Seek balance in your life. Stay loyal to your path. Stay loyal to your path. You're on your own unique path. Discover what makes you happy and spend time doing this pleasurable activity each day. That's what Spirit was coming through when we got the calmness. I kept saying, like, throughout the day, even if it's a half an hour, take some time out. Discover what makes you happy and spend time doing that pleasurable activity every day, if only for a few minutes. You can't make this up. It may be time to practice a bit of tough love. Marvel at rainbows. And it says, each day I welcome exciting new changes into my life. So it's a time of transformation. They're urging you to, again, take some time out of your day to do things that you genuinely love, that make you happy, and do things that ground you, connect you back to yourself, give you some calmness, also help you with the transformations. There's new beginnings and success coming in. Oh my gosh. And then we have this card where it's amethyst. Oh, this beautiful. This does not surprise me at all. And here we go. The next step in your spiritual growth is coming. The universe is aligning to bring soul lessons to you. All is well. Slow down. Again, we got slow down. We started off with being calm, slowing down, calming down, being grounded, coming from your center, being really grounded. Slow down. Take time to think and ponder. Observe the guidance being offered and reflect on whether it resonates with your soul. Awaken your crown chakra. And it says, I have time to rest and hear the universe whisper its wisdom to me. Let me tell you, the universe is whispering to you. And that's why they're saying, calm down, center. Take time throughout your day to connect back to yourself and to the divine. I literally had said that, and they're underscoring it right now with this card. Take time to rest, even if it's a half an hour of each day. It won't take too much out of your day to reconnect back to you and back to your divine connection, because it's whispering wisdom to you. You're on a unique soul path. It's bringing new things in. This is a time of transformation, new beginnings, success, and that's all coming in for you. So let's see what are literally the crystal angels. We're going to get some crystal angel, just pure advice as we really calm down, come back to us. For these changes and transformation and success is coming, and there's a lot of new beginnings. You're being asked to ground yourself and quiet yourself and take time for yourself to connect back to you and your divine connection for divine wisdom and guidance, because they're there, they're protecting you, and they're guiding you. And just remain calm, cool, collected, and that's what I'm really getting here. And you're having really clear divine connection and wisdom being whispered to you. So what is the crystal advice at this time for January? As we calm. Oh my God, is this another really purple? I just saw a flash of purple. Azurite. Wow, Azurite. Deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy toward therapeutic care. It was coming through over and over. You know, part of this grounded and getting calmness and getting back to your center. A lot of healing is going on, but at the same time, they were saying that it's a time of real divine self-care. And it's not just for January, but like going forward, we've been stripped back, cleared out, releasing a lot of things that we've lived up to this point. But going forward, they're really urging us. A lot of the times in our past, we didn't take divine self-care of ourselves. You take care of everybody else. You want to appease everybody else. There's something really coming forward, and you'll see it in the people around you. They are doing things and acting on things that they're really starting to take real divine care of themselves. And whatever that means to you, mind, body, and soul. And that's what's really happening here. And that's a lot of deep emotional healing. Like the last piece is really divinely having real compassion for yourself, self-respect, real taking good self-care of yourself. And that's part of being calm, coming back to your center, being grounded, being clear for transformations and success. Don't forget, that's what they're saying is coming in, new beginnings and success. You're getting cleared out for your communication skills, which are going to help you. along the way with these new beginnings and being successful. You're supposed to be grounded and retain your calm and take time out. A couple of cards we're underscoring take time out during the day for yourself, whatever that means, whether you do readings like I'm posting here for yourself, whether it's exercising, again, anything you do with mind, body, and soul that takes care of you, that's part of that deep emotional healing because you're ready to really take divine care of yourself. And that's been coming through over and over and over again. And that helps you reconnect back to you. It helps with your divine connection, and you're getting a lot of divine guidance in those downtimes too, whenever you connect back to yourself. So that's really coming through, and that's been coming through a lot, like always having your private sanctuary, even if it's a half an hour, no matter how busy you are. And we have two more. We have calcite, beautiful. Busy times and multitasking. That's why they're saying no matter how busy you are, still take that half an hour, whatever it is, for yourself. But here, busy times and multitasking. Take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. Look, they're saying we are, especially with new beginnings and success, we're all busy in January. We're all busy making things happen. Let me focus in. But they are saying no matter how busy you are, still take time out for yourself. Take time to ground yourself and be calm because you're going to be making better choices from that place. So if you need a minute, you need a half an hour, you need an hour, no matter how busy you are, no matter how crazy work is or how many people are tugging at your sleeve or you have things to do, you still take time for yourself. It's really important because you'll come from a more centered place, calm, and more aligned with you. So you won't be under the gun. You'll be thinking more carefully about your time and also looking at your schedule. What really needs to be done today? What really needs to be done in the next 5 minutes? You'll see that you're managing your time better when you're honoring yourself, and it doesn't have to be that hectic. So you can slow down the pace for yourself, actually. I used to, I'll admit to you, I was one of those people where, I don't go to sleep until it's done. One of those people, if you email or text me, the minute I see it, I respond. And I start to realize not the whole world acts like that. You can get back to people in an hour. It's not going to kill them, unless it's an emergency. But there's something about how we tend to rush ourselves, and it's like it has to be done now. It's like we're the ones screaming at ourselves that everything has to be done in 5 seconds when it really doesn't. And maybe it's taking a better look at you can have a more easy schedule or lighten up a little bit. It will all get done. Don't worry. And still take time for yourself is really coming through. So here we have emerald. Yes, emerald. Ceremonies and celebrations. It's a time of important life passages such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, anniversaries. So there may be things coming up in January where you're with others, where you're celebrating things, whether it's someone's birthday, whether it's we just came off of the holidays actually with New Year's. But I think it's more of birthdays or getting together with friends and family. There's a lot to celebrate, a lot to be grateful for, a lot of toasting. I don't know why I'm feeling toasting. So maybe you're just going out to drinks and toasting to something, some achievement, a birthday, that kind of thing. But it's lots of friends, family, and that kind of thing of celebration. So busy times and taking care of yourself is really coming through, but really take time to be calm and stable. And so here they wanted another message and it immediately flew out. So we have now forgiveness. Wow. Yeah, that's touching on the healing here too. But we've been really moving towards total forgiveness of things that have happened in the past, and even if you don't even see the people anymore. But there's a huge letting go that we've been cleared out back in 2019. So I feel January on, it's a lot of forgiveness, and they're saying forgiveness heals. And if there's people in your immediate surrounding that seeing this card, you're like, oh boy, it is time to forgive. And that doesn't mean you approve or say it's okay what happened. It's just saying I'm just letting go of the heaviness of holding the grudge because you don't want to carry it. And January is not a time to come in weighed down by anything. So it's almost like not giving them power anymore and just letting it go. And a lesson learned, and you won't be experiencing that again, and that kind of thing. And there could also be real reconciliations or real letting go where you actually meet people in a different space and time than the event that rubbed you wrong or whatever happened. And there could be a lot of forgiveness there because I feel we've shed so much and people have been enlightened, like moved up and cleared out, that, things that bothered you on a Richter scale of 1 to 10, say it was like a 9, it's now a 3. Something's happening, and you're going to notice this with everybody. And it could be because of the escalation of the world, that things that used to get on our radar really don't anymore. It's not that important. So, when push comes to shove and we experience things after the fact that weighed more heavily on our lives, the gravity of what happened goes down. So there's a lot of things that can affect about forgiveness that makes it easier at this time to forgive things and move past it. Whether you continue the relationships with them or you just make peace that they won't be in your life again or in your life in a different way. Whatever works, but there is tremendous forgiveness happening. And forgiveness heals is time, that's what they're stressing. It's time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. And that's what they were touching on. It's not for the other person, it's for you not to carry it and have it as an obstacle. It's just time to release anything that's repressed that weighs you down. It's still about you. You don't want to carry any anger or, resentment or anything. You just want to really let it go because it blocks your health and happiness. You're dragging this weight. And look at the health and happiness that's coming in. You have success here and you have new beginnings here. And they want you to come back from a centeredness and a calmness, right? Let's zoom in here. A calmness to greet the success and new beginnings. And so you do want to let go of anything that gets in the way of that. And that's why I kept saying this is very clear. You're also communicating with the divine and back to you, and through your divine connection, you're speaking more clearly. Here we have communication, so you're communicating much more clearly. And that also could come with the channels of forgiveness and clearing out resentments. And water's fluid. It's like flushing out all the hurts and all of the past out, and communicating from a more heartfelt place, your center, your truth, your more divine channel. So you're coming from a more divine place, which makes forgiveness easier and letting go. But you don't want to stop anything to obstruct success and new beginnings that we're all heading towards January on in 2020. It's up time again, like in the other cards, they were talking about transformation. But you want to remain, as much as you are spiritual, remain grounded. And it kept coming up, walking 1 foot on the ground, 1 in the spiritual. So we're grounding higher love here, but you're walking 1 foot on the ground and very divinely connected. It's helping you flush out old hurts, wounds. Forgiveness is easier. You're communicating better, and you're going into much more success and new beginnings because of it. Because we've released all these obstacles. Because it opens the way to new beginnings. You're going to be much more successful, and there's a sense of calm here. And they're saying to keep that calmness up, take time out, no matter how busy you are, carve time out for yourself. And it's been coming up over and over. It's a time of divine self-care along with everything else you're doing. So I'm not surprised these messages came out. So it's just underscoring. And what's really interesting, I'll share with you, I'm so busy tonight that I have to finish work, and something was pulling at me to pull cards and do a reading, and I was like, I really don't have time for it. And that's what I started saying, like, I need to do a couple more hours work. Who am I to take a break to do a reading, blah blah blah. And here we go, it's underscoring, and I'm sharing that with you because you might feel the same way. And Spirit's saying it's still important to take a time out. Now I'm going to feel rejuvenated, I'm calm, I'm grounded, I feel like I'm divinely connected, and I can go back to my day and what I need to do. And that's what they want us to incorporate in our day-to-day, no matter how busy we are. And realistically, everything can wait 5-10 minutes, a half an hour. You can juggle your schedule better so that you're actually taking divine self-care of yourself. And bravo to us, because new beginnings are coming and success, and we're being really good with, maintaining that calmness and groundingness for ourselves, that we're manifesting really good things in the physical, and that's what's coming in. So bravo to us. So I love this crystal reading for January, and have a great month. Take care. Bye-bye.